have this fabric that I love, but I just don't know what to do with it. But Queen of Skirts does. Show you what it is. Coming up. Well, I was going to start on another skirt, but then I came across this fabric, and wow, I really want to use this fabric, but I don't know what to do with it, and I don't know where I got it. I have a sewing school, so I get a lot of things donated, and I don't know. There's a sticker on here. I'm trying to find it. Where'd it go? Some kind of sticker. Yeah. $7.94. One piece. No clue where it came from. But $8. Wow. But I love this. I think it's maybe for pillows or something. It's not real soft. It's thin, but I just love this design. This one. So with all that, I found this white, the wide wale corduroy. It's a really wide piece. The length is only about a yard, but it's really wide. And I love corduroy. I just think it's fun. I don't know. And it has a nap to it, so I'm gonna put the smooth side down. Then I found, a black denim, and it's stretchy, like that. So I actually have like all the makings of a really cool skirt right here. And I was going through my brain, took a while, to find a skirt. And what I thought was I wanted to do a motif. So motifs are these. Well, and motifs are adding patterns to a design. Like I have one here. Oh, I did this. I also have a video out there I put a lobster on my evening gown. Salvador Dali designed the lobster, and Schiaparelli did the design back in the 30s. So I did this motif of a lobster. That video's out there. But this is a really great motif right here, like a flower on a basic skirt. So I was looking at this right here, and I was like, well, what if I cut the patterns? Like there's, how is this pattern working here? If I cut it out, but the problem is this fabric frays pretty badly. But I did a sample right here, and I put the under behind it where it has a paper and the glue, it makes a patch out of stuff, and it like totally adheres to this fabric, and it just blends right in. So I think I want to turn this into like a motif, and I always wanted to make this skirt that had like a city scene on it, like buildings like that. I actually have a sketch right back there with the blue, I'm pointing at it right there. Jacqueline, one of my students, designed it. It has like a cityscape on it, and I thought I could make that, but it's kind of challenging one. So I did I show you the sketch? Where'd it go? I keep losing I did a couple sketches here. I thought just do a simple one with a yoke, with the black, and then a black border, and then the cityscape. And then I thought, what if, I really wanted more of this fabric in there. So instead of just the print, I wanted it to show that it came from a fabric and put it on that way. I don't know. So I thought, I'll divide that little A-line skirt. I'll put a black border here, black yoke, black border on the bottom, and then the motifs up here. But this like inset is the print of the fabric. So it has a lot going on in there. I don't know how this is going to look. Do I ever? I don't know. But I created a pattern right here. I think I have to pull this up right here. It's my squeaky dress one. Right here. So I have a pattern. I cut up just a basic A-line right here. And this is that great Pellon fabric that you can just pin stuff. I have a black border here. I did an inset with the print right here, and then the corduroy here. Oh, I should actually bring that over. That's an idea. Instead of putting a seam right here, I don't know. Well, that's an idea. I have to change that. And then just a basic A-line here. So I have a yoke, and then I'll try it on, and then I'll have to put a black border on the bottom, like about a 2-inch border. So that's how I'm gonna do that. Interesting, huh? So I'm gonna cut that out. Fabric, if this doesn't come out, it's not a big deal because I didn't invest a lot. Sometimes I have fabrics that hundreds of dollars a yard, and you don't want to really cut those up. So you want to really make sure. And I'm not even gonna do a muslin of this. I just did it's a classic A-line with a yoke and pretty simple. And yeah, I want to see how this turns out. All right, I have my 3 pieces here: skirt front, left back, and a right back, because I made that one extension into the left back, so I don't have a side seam there. See if that works out. I'm going to try pinking shears with this fabric because corduroy shreds so much, and I don't have to hassle all the fraying that's going on while I'm trying to construct this. I'm going to cut the main skirt out, and I'll get the other pieces done. Now I have my one little piece cut from the print, and then I'm going to have to use pinking shears on this one. I have to get this started here. Get this all cut out, and then I have to cut chunks of this out for, it's hard to open, for the design. I also, when I was looking further in here, there's actually this big design, because I think I started them from here, and there's that little design I did here. That was this one right here, and then it's right here, right here, right here. Then I got a little bit of a fray in here and fray in here, so these ones are out, and then I got those. And then if I go down this row is actually different than this row. This is a Dizzy fabric. It's not going to be, it's like painting with fabric. I'll be just taking out designs from this fabric as I go, and laying it out on the skirt, and then seeing how that goes. All right, so I got this one. Now I got to do is the black part. On to cutting my yoke pieces, the front and back yoke. I have to cut 4 of them because one's a facing. And I don't know where I got this fabric from, but obviously it was used to make a jacket or something, because there's a sleeve shape in here. It was just a scrap. It's a little sleeve too, so it must have been a kid pattern. And I have kids that sew here, so must have been. I don't know where I got it from. And I have to only cut one of these. This is that band on the front skirt, so now it's gonna have this extra little piece here. So it's a perfect lightweight, dark denim, and it's perfect for the corduroy match. So I'll just cut all these pieces out, and then I can start putting the skirt together. Okay, this is really testing my brain cells, trying to not cut this design and not cut this design and go through, and this graphic is making me dizzy. Oh wow, you have to like second guess yourself all the way, and you start to get used to it, and then you're done. Wow. Those. I'm gonna put Wonder under here, press that there, and then trim it really close with pelican shears. Got it all cut out. Not too many pieces. Have an interfacing I'm gonna use. I really like this one. It's a nice medium weight. This gluey stuff sticks to it pretty well. It's kind of soft. And then I used this stuff. I've had this for quite a while. Got it at Hobby Lobby for $5, probably a long time ago. 5, 6, 7 years ago. Used to use this a lot in Fashion Club. The kids would make patches out of things. So works really good. Double stick iron-on fusible web. And it looks like this. So I ironed on the first layer to the back. So I got this paper on the back, and you can have like two pieces, one to protect your ironing board when you press it on this side, and then this actually adds the glue to it. So there's a glue in the back of this. I peel it off here. So now the back of this has the glue stuck to it. And then I'll cut with the paper on, which actually makes it a lot easier, right around the edges. Try not to get too dizzy. And get all my patches out. And then then when I go to put them on the skirt, I just peel the paper off and then you iron it down, and it really sticks to corduroy really well because it's got a nap on it. So worked out perfectly. So I just got this part cut out first, and I'll be doing more as they go. I used about 4 sheets on here, so it'd be good to use this stuff up. How many comes in here? Only 5 in there. There's one more. Yep, okay. I actually have more too. I have it, sometimes it comes in a roll. It's in like an orange roll, and it's called Wonder Under or something like that. So I have more of that. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna cut this out tonight and resume tomorrow maybe, or the next couple days. Oh, the other really great thing is I have leftover fabric. And I have this Supima fabric, which is my favorite cotton fabric, and I see a spliced design coming here. So I get to do 2 skirts out of this fabric. I'll be working on this one in my head too. It'll come to me. Got these cut out. Did this last night. That was fun. Boy, you really had to watch. That was a little tedious. It was a little dizzying because there's so many different shapes in that pattern. I even got this one out of it. So it's like, I thought, oh wow, I can cut this one and then this one. So it's gonna make it look pretty cute. So now I'm gonna start getting this skirt sewn together. My yoke pieces all ready to interface. Make sure I got these right sides together. It's really hard to tell on this black. And I have my pieces all ready. They're cut out, and I got my notches cut, and now I gotta start putting that together. I think I'm gonna go interface these first, get the fusing done. I've been trying to figure out how I had this pattern designed with this contrast band to wrap over these seams, and then it goes into a pleat right here. So I had this all just sewn here, and it was easy when I was doing it, but now I've got it on fabric and I'm trying to figure this out. So I got a pretty good notches here. I'm going to put 4 layers, put that there. And then I stitch through all 4 of these and the interfacing. Oh, I should have trimmed out the interfacing. Might have helped, because now I'll go like this, but you want that crispy, so that's okay. So I'll get that 4, and then I have my mark from the pattern here, and then this is going to get pleated over here. Yeah, and I can top stitch this right here, and then anchor all this down, baste it, and then that adds a pleat here. I'll have to overlock all this here. And then it's just a pleat there, and that's how I wanted that to work. There. I think that is how it's gonna work. Wow. It's like being an engineer. How's this gonna work? Okay, I'm gonna give that a shot. I'm gonna go sew all this down. I'm not gonna overlock it until I know. And it feels right. Yeah. I just, all right, that worked out good. There's 4 layers. And I got that little contrast, and I'm gonna bring my contrast part to the little line I have marked there and just top stitch that. So there, and then bring that over there. I'm just gonna pin it for now. And then I'm gonna add, so I'll just be like a little kick pleat there. I'm gonna add the left side. have a back. Yeah, this is the center back here, so I think this one goes over here. I have my notches match there. Yes, it's 5/8. So there. Pretty simple skirt to put together, except for this part. So that'll be right there. And then I have to add this part. Now this part here, I added, what did I do with it? This is actually the side, or the part of the front. I connected them together so there's no side seam on the left front. And then this is the zipper. So this is the side, and I have double notches matching these right here. So that'll go right here, match up these double notches here and here. I have to give this to a pattern maker. I think it's going to get a little confusing. We'll see. Okay, there's the skirt. Pretty cool. And then these are the center backs here. I'll put a zipper in here once I get the yoke done. This is the part here, and then I'll be putting the designs on. I got them trimmed here. Let me see. I took them home and trimmed them. I still have the glue all on the ends with the paper here. And then I'm going to lay these out here, knowing I'm going to have a black band right here. And I'll iron them down. I'll definitely pin them first, because I got to decide the design I want on here. Because I have these trimmed here. And I just got an assortment and got these. And just got to lay it out. And then pin them and try them on, and then figure out how much wide the band is. I want this to hit just above my knee, so it might be 2 inches, it might be 1 inch, I don't know. But starters, I'm going to go sew these seams up together here. I've got 2 of them to sew. And I'm going to press it and get all these wrinkles out. It's easy to press. Got this all pressed. Had to use a Vella board on this because corduroy will crush, so I had to get all those wrinkles out of here. I don't know how long this fabric was sitting around. I also got my yoke ready. I have it all interfaced, and I found the center front. Put a little notch there, and then I have a notch at my center front here. And then I have to sew this onto the yoke right here. Now this is going to go up like that. Wow, I love these colors together. Or non-colors. Black, white, and gray are actually void of color. That's what they say. And now this side seam should match up to that side seam. Yep, looking good. Wow, fitting really good. Here is the first sewing of the skirt. It looks really cool. Oh my gosh, black border. I like it just like that. Wow. So now I'm going to lay these on here. Oops. And decide where this is going to look best. It's going to be a lot of these. Maybe I cut a lot of these out. I don't know. These skinnier ones might look better. But I want to do like all in different angles. So I'm going to pin those on and see how this looks. And then that's pretty short. Wow. Huh. Back another day to finish my skirt. I tried it on, and it fits great at the waist part. I have to take it in the butt part. Waist's getting wider, butt's getting smaller, something like that. So, customize it to fit myself. So I'm glad I tried it on, because I got to get the zipper in there, and it's like 1 inch right here. So, I'm just going to put the zipper. Now, what color zipper to do? Black or cream? I think I'm going to do the cream, because usually my shirt always covers that part anyway. So, there you go. But when I tried it on and I was playing around with all this motif stuff, I decided that, wow, there's a lot going on. I was putting them all up on the sides, and it was really a lot going on. So I think I have, yeah, so this is the pleat part here, which is good. And then, so now I have a lot of extra motifs. I'm sure I can find something to do with it. But I have this, like the side seam here, I have it going up. My plan was to have it like skyscraper-y, like levels, kind of like that. So, you know, sometimes there's that old saying, before you leave, look in the mirror and take one thing off. Because it's like too much. You don't want too much stuff on. And I also decided not to do the black border because it's just too much. It was kind of like chopping me in half. So always the goal is to look tall and thin, right? So there you go. So that's kind of the plan I'm going to do here. I'm just going to hem it up about 1 inch right there. And then I got to do the zipper and put that facing in right here. Pretty simple. And then I'll glue these, iron them on, the motifs. Okay, I'm going to get to the zipper now. All right, got the zipper in. And I decided to put the white on the black. It's kind of cute. Might even do like top stitching right here. On me, you won't even see it because my shirt will be hanging over it. So, and I went in, overlocked everything, and I marked my hem up and 1 1/4 inch. And I had to move the little motifs around, but kept them kind of there because I don't want to go through that again. That took a while. Actually, it's just like trying to place it on while you're looking in the mirror and you're pinning it and you're poking yourself all the time. So got that in. Discovered that it's very hard to put a zipper in when you've smashed your finger in the car door. So, wow. It was like I was trying to move the tab down. I'm like, oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. So, so I got this little bit of I'm like, don't move the tab down. I'm just going to go around it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the facing on here. And then, I'll put that hem up too. I think I'm just going to machine stitch the hem. And then I'm on to the good stuff. All right, got the facing stitched on. I've graded the seams and trimmed them out because this fabric's a little bulky. Don't want bulk around the waist, right? If you don't know what grading and trimming the seams are, I have a sew bit video out called Trimming and Grading the Seams. Something like that. So just put in sew bits and trimming seams and you'll find it. So next I'm gonna press this up and then understitch this right here. And understitching is like magic. It helps this whole thing roll under here and stay put. I love understitching. If you don't know what that means, I also have a sew bit called Understitch, how to understitch. So look up sew bits, understitch, and you'll find that video too. And they're all about like 5-10 minute videos trying to explain all these little steps. I use them in every sewing project, so you gotta know those. All right, gonna finish this up, and then I can try it on and put my motifs on. There is my yoke. And I stitched, what I did here is I just overlock the edge here because then instead of turning it up and putting more bulk right there, I just overlock it flat and then I stitch in the ditch all the way around the facing. I think I stitched in the ditch on the side seams too, right there to kind of lock that in. So if you don't know what stitch in the ditch is, that is another thing we use in sewing all the time, and that I did a video on that also. So, ta-da! Now, what's next is I just have to place these on and then try it on, because once I iron it on, they're stuck. All right, I'm back. Tried on my skirt. It fits perfectly. Battle number 1. And now I have to just iron on my motifs. I placed them a little differently than I originally planned. I wanted more of that city scene in there, but I found, you know, it's just nice, simpler like that. So these were a couple of them like turned around, and then I thought I'll go vertical on that one, and then I just did just kind of put these around pretty simply around here. This one was up here, and then I was going to do longer ones, and then I could just imagine somebody looking at it going, it's confusing. Why is that there? So I thought I'll just go keep this simple. So it works really well, and no black border, and that was a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be. So now my next thing is to simply press these on. I'm going to put a little more pins in there, get it on the pressing board. I like to use my chest board on there. It's a sleeve board and the chest board on the other side. It's a great tool. I'll show it to you. Now I have left to do is press it. So, all right, start with my chest board here. It's got the sleeve on there and it's got a nice padding on the bottom of it. So I really, these are just makes things so handy. I actually have these on my website, futurefashiondesigners.com. The link is there. They're kind of hard to find. It's like somebody was custom making them or something. But I'm going to start with this big one here because that one seems to have to, it doesn't exactly balance this one, so I'm going to kind of twist it a little bit. I'm trying not to get that to go off of the hem too much, but it's more than ever. I still have my thumb, I smashed it in the door and I keep bumping it, so I put an ugly band-aid on there, but now I just don't want to burn myself, right? Got my iron good and hot, and I'm going to go with this first one here. Okay, here we go. Make sure that one's there. Take my pin out here. I don't even need to do a press cloth or anything on here that I know of. Maybe I should. Just gonna get that in there. I'm just gonna kind of, I think what I'll do first is go around it lightly and then just come back and really anchor it down. This is already starting to fray here. I'm gonna have to work on that one. Okay, now I'm gonna go and start these strips. Okay, coming to the end here. Looks like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how perfectly this fits together. That'll be there. Okay, here's the first part. It's all ironed on. And now, see right here, I'll have to go, now I'm gonna really go in there and steam this like crazy. So, now that I feel it's pretty good. All right, skirt is done. The motif skirt is done. It is so much fun to wear. Oh my gosh, I love this. And I like wearing white on the bottom because I'm whiter on top than I'm on the bottom, so it'll balance me out. So it worked out good. And then this will bring the eye down away from my tummy. So there you go. See, it's all smoke and mirrors. So here you go, motif skirt. Pretty simple. I don't remember the pain of it, but it wasn't. It was pretty fun. So hope you make one. And I'll see you in the next sew bit.